Dianne Vranic here, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be here with you, speaking as an advocate for Passport. I've been with Passport now for, I don't know, about 6 or 7 years.
Yes.
And before me, my mother was with Passport. And that makes us, the two of us, a little bit unique. Now, Mom has gone on now to better things. But she was with Passport for at least as long as I have been. And I don't know what I, as her caregiver, would have done without Passport. Because when I was hanging by the skin of my teeth, in desperation, my mother lived with us for 9 years, and she had Alzheimer's. So if any of you have ever had someone you love have Alzheimer's, you have an idea of what it was like. And, you know, it starts out gently, and then it becomes horrible. And in our family, we never put anyone in a nursing home. That was a prideful thing. But at the same time, I also learned it was a wise thing. And while it was hard on me and the rest of the family, it was wonderful for my mother and wonderful for me. I finally got the help I needed through Passport. And everything my mother ever needed till her dying day, if Medicare and Medicaid didn't provide it, Passport did. And I was in Erie County at that time, and our case manager over there was just as wonderful as Denise is for me now. And I can't tell you what a blessing it's been. And then, of course, Mom never expected to be in that position. She thought she was set for life and beyond. She had all of her funeral expenses covered. She had her savings, her investments. Mom was set. And then everything went kaput. And she lost a lot. And it wound up that, you know, we had to provide for her as we could. And I didn't know what to do because I couldn't afford the things she needed. And then a county worker introduced me to Passport. And I thought I died and gone to heaven because I had help. I had an aide coming in every day. And see, I was so sorry I waited so long to seek help. I had never even sought it because I didn't know that it existed. I thought I was out there on that limb all by myself. Not so. There is help. It's available. It's there for families who care about their loved ones and want to keep them safe and with them and in their homes as long as possible. And thank God, because of that experience I had with my mother, I knew about it. I knew what was available. And I had planned, when Mom went on, that I was going to become an advocate for the elderly. It's a purely voluntary service, and I expected to be able to handle it. But again, fate took over. And I found myself, when the time came, disabled. My body had taken control, and I was not the woman that I had been. And so I kind of had to start from scratch. And at this point, I'm blind, legally blind. I can still see enough to get around in this baby. And thank God, I get around. I don't know for how long, but I get around. And I live by myself, independently. I don't have assisted living, and certainly not a nursing home. I pray to never have to be in a nursing home. And that is the gift of passport, and I have run out of time. Well, I have to tell you a couple more things. I'm sorry, but I have to go over a little bit because I have to sing the praises of passport a little more. Passport, through this bracelet that I wear, I could not afford to have this on my arm, except for passport. They saw to it. I've had it since the day I became a part of passport. It has saved my life, which thank God has proved to be worth saving. I suppose there'll come a time when maybe it won't be, but it will always be to me. And for 3 times, they have had to come pick me up off the floor and save my life. And thank God for it. And I don't even, I haven't had this on my arm since I put it on except to get a new one. And my recliner, when I had my bypass surgery, they said I had to sleep in a recliner for the first 3 weeks. I didn't have one. They got me one, and it goes on and on and on. All of my needs, true needs, these are not, you know, legitimate things. These are true needs, are met by passport. If Medicaid doesn't cover it, Medicare doesn't cover it, chances are they will. And I am totally blessed. And I pray this continues. All of us are in such great need. And we so desperately need the funding that's available. Now, may it remain so. God be with you and bless you. And thank you for your time.